Hola, Osla here from Simply Cuba Tours, and today I'd like to talk to you about tipping. If you're happy with the service you receive, providing a tip is appropriate. Although it is not compulsory and it may not be customary to you, it means a great significance to the people in Cuba who take care of you during your travels. It inspires excellent service and it is an entrenched feature of tourism in Cuba. Please be aware that these people get fairly low set wages, around $60 American dollars a month, which is not much at all. So tipping is heavily relied upon, and pretty much you should expect it along your trip for everything. Please note that we recommend that any tips are given directly to the intended recipient. Don't just leave it around because then someone else might be picking it up. So make sure that you hold on to smaller notes or coins because it makes tipping easier, and we recommend the following amounts for you to consider. So in restaurants, local markets, in paladares or things like that, probably a 10% is something that is acceptable. You don't need to tip at dinners at guest houses, but you might consider giving them a tip to the employees there, or you might consider giving them some sort of other gifts, which I'll do another video about later. Now, if you were extremely happy with the service, you're more than welcome to leave more than 10%, but 10% is around what we would recommend. When you go to the toilet, you will have to give about 25 cents for the use of the toilet. Sometimes it's just easier to give like a 1 CUC coin and things like that. At times where we're going out to activities or places and there are live musicians, you will find them after certain sets. They will come around with their little basket, either offering you to sell their CDs that you can certainly purchase, and also for just tips in general. So things like that, 1 to 2 CUCs per session, by all means leave for them. Or if you enjoy the music, like I said, you're welcome to leave more. Things like local guides, and that's not our tour guides. In some instances, like for example the Viñales Valley tour, we will have an additional guide who needs to come with us to allow us entrance into that valley, or in some instances into the national parks. So for the local guide, we suggest around 2 CUC per adult, or I personally also count my children as people, so I give tips on their behalf as well. Drivers, obviously they will be with you for the duration of your trip, and the roads are horrendous. So, it is a job where they are keeping you safe, where they are, not strenuous as such, but concentrating all day driving you can be strenuous and tiring. So we do recommend that you give them 5 CUC per day. Again, this is just a general guideline from our behalf. You decide however it's appropriate for you. Your tour leader, which is generally your tour leader who will be with you for the duration of your tour, you can consider tipping your tour leader for outstanding service for your trip. Again, it is something that's a personal preference, whether or not you go ahead and you do it or not. A guideline, again, around 5 to 7 CUC per adult per person per day. It is because, they're taking you around, they're guiding you, they're showing you the activities or answering any questions after the activities. They're available 24/7 for you to call if there is any questions, concerns, any emergencies or anything like that that you need to consider. So in overall, we recommend that you budget around 10-15 CUCs per day to cover all of the tipping. Like I said, generally speaking, it will be for your restaurant, for your driver, for your guides, for the toilet attendant, and it is something that is heavily relied upon. We are not saying you must do this, but it is something that you may wish to consider for the duration of your tour.